sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends, run it up. Say that with my chest, run it up. No, I will not bend, run it up. Gang time in it, gang time. I don't follow trends, say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the king first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses.
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Cole Kmet. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Giants and the Hawks, and it's all up next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a weekend matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now in his 2nd season out of North Dakota State.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again with this one, too.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 13 carries, 57 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to... What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because now
touchdown! DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane turnover. He still played the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Foreman. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down and goal. Wilson looking middle, and that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Robbie Anderson from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Lance. Got it open. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles are open space away from the defense, but not there. He pops right back on it. Greedy Williams on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the pop.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Deontay Foreman, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
Through one quarter, 14-7. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissler. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry is Williams to the 43, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now it's Wilson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Williams again, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Lance to throw it. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Lance now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and goal. Wilson buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Foreman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Now Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. On the return, Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Pierce. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Throwing on first down is Lance. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Josh Palmer, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. From the 39, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Santos with the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Got to get some credit there. He hopped up in the air and bat the ball away. That's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air and try and get some kind of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lance again. And again back to Komet. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run with Foreman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Again, the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Throw caught there by Osborne. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Lance going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own. Seattle, and we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle.